Here's a simple example of C++ function that adds two numbers. We declare a function add that takes two integers as parameters and returns an integer. In the main function, we recall the add function with the arguments 3 and 4. Then add function calculates the sum of its parameter and returns the The result is then displayed using stdcout. Certainly, let's explore an example of C++ function with parameters. In this example, we'll create a function that calculates the area of a rectangle based on its length and width. Function declaration: double calculate rectangle area, double length, double width. Declares a function named calculate rectangle area that takes two parameters, length and width, of types double and return a double. Main function. It prompts the user to input the length and width of a rectangle. The function calculate rectangle area is called with these dimensions. The result is stored in the variable area. Function definition. The function takes two parameters, length and width. Input and output. The program interacts with the user, taking input for the rectangle's length and width. This example demonstrates the use of function parameters to pass information to a function. The calculate rectangle area function is designed to receive the length and width of a rectangle as input parameters and compute the area based on those values. C++ overloading. Here a simple example of a function overloading in C++. In this example, we have a function called sum that can handle different types of input. Function declaration. Int sum, int a, int b calculates the sum of two integers double sum. Double a, double b calculates the sum of two doubles. Main function. The sum function is called with the different types of parameters. Integers, doubles, and strings. Results are displayed for each case. Function definition. The sum function is defined multiple times with different parameter types. Each version of the function performs the corresponding operations for its parameter types. And the input and output, the program demonstrates the versatility of the sum function, which can handle different types and perform appropriate operation. This example showcases how function overloading allows you to define multiple functions with the same name but different parameter lists. Enable you to use the same function name for operations on different data types. C++ recursion. And the simple example of recursion in C++ will create a recursive function to calculate the factorial of a number. Function declaration. Int factorial int n declares a recursive function named factorial that takes an integer n and returns an integer. Main function. The user is prompted to enter a non-negative integer. The factorial function is called with the entered number. The result is displayed. Function definition: factorial. The function uses recursion to calculate the factorial of a number. Base case check if n is 0, in which case it returns 1. The recursive case calculate n by multiplying n with the input and output. The program interacts with the user to obtain a non-negative integer. It uses to obtain a non-negative integer. It uses recursion to calculate and display the factorial of the entered number. Recursion, in this example, simplifies the computation of factorial by breaking it down into smaller subproblem. Each recursive call handle a smaller part of the problem until reaching the